Hi everyone, thanks for watching today. Today we're speaking to Owain Bass, who's the business director at Cardiff Hays, and he's going to be speaking to me a little bit today about what a grad job in recruitment could look like.
Hi Victoria, hi everyone. Thanks for inviting me. My name's Owain Bass. I'm the business director responsible for Hays Cardiff office, based in the centre of Cardiff, just behind the central train station.
Fab, thanks Owain. So we'll jump straight into it. The first question we have for you today is, can you tell us a little bit about the job role?
Yeah, so the majority of new hires that the Hays take on are associate recruitment consultants. We tend to hire candidates that don't have any previous experience in recruitment. Hays has got a tradition of training and developing staff and teaching them how to do recruitment based on Hays's methodology. So the role as an associate, it's called a 360 recruitment role predominantly, which means that you engage with both candidates and clients and look to build relationships with both those communities in order to make placements and help candidates find and secure jobs, and help companies and organisations to find candidates in order to fill the roles and the vacancies that they're looking for. In the last few years, we've also developed the methodology that we have as well. So we have some other specialist positions that focus purely on business development or focus purely on candidate generation. So there's a variety of different roles that we look for entry-level staff.
Perfect, thank you. So next question is going to be, which sectors do you recruit for?
So Hays as a business in the UK recruit across 20 different subspecialisms or divisions. In Cardiff, because of the local economy, we recruit for 10. So it covers anything from HR, procurement, office support, construction and property, accounting and finance, marketing. It's quite varied. So we match what the local economy in South Wales has, and we've got experts and specialists that recruit for each of those different areas.
Lovely. So how important is business development and networking to the role, and do you have any tips?
Yeah, it's really important. The most important, I suppose, the most important quality, we might get onto this, in terms of being a successful recruiter, is the ability to communicate and build relationships with people. Recruitment predominantly is a people-focused business. So being able to network well, being able to expand relationships, develop business is a really important skill as part of the role. In terms of tips, I think I've trained a lot of people that have come into our business over the last 13 years. The first thing that I say to everyone is, don't forget that the person you're speaking to is another human being as well. Particularly when you're starting your first job or you're moving jobs, you can put a client or a candidate up on a pedestal, and the reality is they're another human being down the other end of the phone or across the table in a meeting room with you. So I think don't overthink it. First of all, I think be prepared. Understand an organisation's prior history or business, so that what you're talking about is going to be relevant for them. And when you're networking with someone, I think always think about it from their perspective. What's in it for them? What's the benefit to that client? And therefore you can position the service or what you're offering in a way that's going to be a benefit to them and engage them, and therefore help to progress your relationship with them.
Fab. Yeah, I think definitely remembering that it's another human being is so important as well, especially starting off as a graduate. You're obviously a little bit younger, sometimes a lot less experienced than people you're talking to. Don't be intimidated or put off by titles. Really, just kind of like get to them on a personal level. Can't go far wrong.
Yeah, I think one of the good things we do with our associates is they get exposure quite early, supported by a manager, but to quite senior people in the industries they work within. And I think that's really good, because you learn quite quickly that they're just another person. They're looking to do their job well. You can help to support them with your service. So yeah, it's easy to overthink it, but it's important not to.
So what are the top 3 skills that you'd be looking for in a recruitment, or in a recruitee, I should say?
Yeah, in an associate recruitment consultant. I think the qualities that we look for, the top 3 things, are someone who can communicate, and someone who enjoys talking to people, engaging with people, as a people person. Someone who's resilient. This role is a sales role that we recruit for. It's different from other sales jobs as well, in terms of you're finding people jobs, and people are change their minds. They they do strange things sometimes. So there's not a warehouse full of candidates that you can just go and pick one up and drop it off at a client. It doesn't work like that in the same way other sales jobs might do. So being resilient and being able to overcome challenges when they come up, I think is probably the second thing. And the final thing is someone who's got good commercial awareness. You know, someone who can spot an opportunity, understand what a client or a candidate's motivations are, and being able to match that with our service is the third thing. So yeah, communication, resilience, and commerciality. Those are the three things that I think are the most important qualities in making a successful recruiter.
So what are some of the training and development opportunities that I would have if I was to join Hays?
Sure. So it's training is one of the areas that we believe Hays are a market leader in. So there's an incredibly detailed training program that starts from day one and goes right the way through to any position in Hays. So me as a director, I'm still receiving regular and constant training. So the training program, the associate program, sorry, lasts for 6 months initially. At which point we'd look for our associates to secure their first promotion to recruitment consultant. There's an initial 4-week training program which covers there's different modules which cover every different area of recruitment. So anything from sales writing, how to interview a candidate effectively, how to make a business development call, how to pre-register a candidate, how to understand the compliance that you would require to place a candidate legally in the UK. It's detailed, but it will give an associate the tools in order to be able to run their business effectively. So that 4-week training program is at the start of a new joiner's career. It's complemented by more classroom-based training as well. So we have a specific training team that deliver that, and within that there's an opportunity to do like role plays, practice what you've been taught by your manager or by senior consultants in the office. There's systems training as well to make sure that we can use our database effectively and be able to engage with as wide a range of candidates and clients as possible. We also have specialist staff within each of our divisions. So what I mentioned before about HR and construction property, for example, there's specialist staff that will teach our associates how best to operate in that market to be most successful. So it's really detailed. You know, we offer an awful lot of training, something we take really seriously and have a huge amount of investment in. But it's one of the reasons why I've stayed through Hays throughout my career, because of that constant development and training and support.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's something that's really important now. I know to a lot of our graduates, they'll be thinking, what support is this company going to give me, as well as benefits and salary and everything that comes along with it. So that's really great. Is there anything else you want to add today?
No, I think I was a student at Cardiff Met myself 13 years ago. I did a business degree, you know, and I think a career in recruitment and a career of Hays is, you know, it's the job I've done since I left university, and it's always challenged me, and I've progressed from being an associate to a director responsible for my own office. So, you know, I think it's a really good option if you know, you're the type of person that is commercially minded, you know, wants to progress, wants to achieve promotions, and wants to, you know, forge a career really. So yeah, that's probably
Fantastic.
my closing remarks.
Thanks so much, Owen, for speaking to me today.
My pleasure. Thanks for inviting me.